It's so important that it looks right, it feels right to you, and just does all the right functions. So learn it, use it, and make sure it's the right phone for you. So many people don't even know all the functions of their phone. Take a weekend, get to know your phone. I'm feeling like I'm just bonding with my little kid for the first time, my iPhone, and it's just get to know it, but it's there for us. So what's the future vision? We have so many exciting things. Manny could probably speak more about this, about where are we going, cell phone tips. We're going to start seeing greater speed and bandwidth. We're going to have video on our phones, talking like the Jetsons used to do with each other. We're going to have more social networking, being able with Facebook and other tools to connect with our friends. They're going to be more affordable. You're going to be able to pay your bills. This is going to be the one-stop shop. So it's really exciting what's going on with the future of cell phones. Everyone with us so far? I don't know if I am. All right. Now, photography. I have been a photographer since I was a kid, tinkering with a camera, taking it apart, and trying to figure out what makes it click. And I believe that photography is out there, and our lives can click if we click with photography. So here are some tools and techniques out there. It's important for us to go research. There's a lot of different, like shopping around for cell phones, the speed, the ease of use, the power, the ability to connect with the computer. All of these different tools and techniques are out there for cameras. It's important because the techniques of cameras are a way of opening our soul and our adventure of clicking with technology and doing more. What makes a good photo? The subject, the composition, the lighting, the uniqueness. This is not a photo class, but just an importance that it's not just going out there and clicking. It's finding something that clicks with you and then integrating that photo on your social media site, on your presentation, on your website, or maybe just for you to look at. Because we all feel better when we see something that lights our spirit and says, wow. And more than ever, technology can allow us to do that. There are a lot of tools out there, a lot of websites, Flickr, Picasa, Facebook. These are all great social media sites and sites for storing our photos. One great thing that I've read about that I finally decided to do last year is called a vision board. Anyone know what a vision board is? Okay, a vision board is basically a goal list, but in a visual method. And what we've done here is basically take a bunch of stock photos and put them all together in a quadrant list. We talk about Picasa, Google's version. This is a free tool from Picasa. It allows you to organize, catalog your tools. I'll show you a little bit more from Picasa in a little bit. And very easily I organized all of these pictures, people that I want to meet, places I want to do, more swimming, less junk food, waking up at a certain time, no debt, all of this type of thing. Speaker and consultants, putting this all in a vision. I have this vision board on my desk. Thanks to technology, I am allowed and enabled now, empowered by using very easy and free tools to get my life more clear just simply by using the power of photography. Graphic sources, where do you get all these graphics, Kevin? Hi there. We talk about Google more than ever. We got spaces over here if you want. And Google, you got some copyright concerns if you're shopping around for Google, but it's okay certainly if you're doing it for your own personal use. Yahoo is out there. iStock Photo is a great program and website for stock photography. Shutterfly is another one in partnership, I believe, with HP, that you can just type what you're looking for and it will come up with a lot of sources. You get these programs on the computer, copy them into your life vision, your video, your presentation, whatever it is. The web is a whole lot more these days than just text. And we talk next about video. Vibrant video, creative and quick tips to stand out with digital vision. A lot of phones now have cameras built in, not just photo cameras, but video cameras or small cameras like the flip phone that Manny carries with him all the time. Absolutely. How has that changed your life, Manny?
Well, we just got it, and Priscilla just got it, and John just got one, and we're changing our lives because we're creating video and putting it up on social media.
And social media such as YouTube. We are all integrated. We're all connected. And thanks to good, quick tools like that, you can put your videos and share it with others on YouTube. Or maybe let's not forget about the importance of PowerPoint, which is where I make my business. Somebody asked me earlier if we can put PowerPoint videos together. Absolutely. Easier than ever. We don't have any in this talk, but more than ever is just insert video and there it plays. How about the magic of music? move, motivate, and make a difference. There's no doubt that music can drive emotions. Any of us have a theme song? One of my favorites is the theme for Superman. When I am just feeling down, I just get out there and put on this John Williams tune, and we just say, wow, I can accomplish anything. That's synchronized. And it just plays in the background, and we're able to really get a lot done. So find your personal theme song, and it will help you to achieve so much more. Another idea, maybe subliminal music, environmental sounds, Zamfir. This is obvious, simple stuff for a lot of people, but a lot of times we're so caught up in business, we're so caught up in our own world, a lot of times we don't do it. And now more than ever, iPods, digital music, easier than ever to get to. We're so overwhelmed, but it's important to clear our space, clear our minds for the magic of music. How about some inspirational tunes? Whatever your spiritual connection, whether it's Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, Muslim, there are all musics that stir our soul and allow us to do more. One of my favorite new singers, her name is Janice Stanfield. She's an inspirational singer. She sings about make it happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's the sort of concept. A lot of people out there, and it may be simple stuff. She's a life coach. She's an inspirational singer. She's one of many out there, but find the one that sings out to you. Keep it going, and we will find our productivity will triumph. Digitize and organize. Digital strategies to organize your life. We could spend an entire morning talking about the importance of digitizing and organizing. How many people have had desks that look like this? Overwhelmed with paper, overwhelmed with deadlines. More than ever, people are converting this digital madness to the internet, to digital on-demand content. With just a few clicks of a button, you can now scan a document. You can scan your business cards and get them all organized in Outlook or whatever your contact manager tool is. So there are a lot of programs out there. It's worth the time to check it out, because when you digitize and organize, wow, okay. We want to also talk about scan my photos and, Picasa. Keep your Outlook well organized. These are just different ways that I've got Picasa organized. And it's important also, I'm going to kind of race through this because I've got a few more minutes, but they're so important. Your life online. I'm proud of this. This is my life adventure. I did this for nobody else than me. But again, so many times people look at computers as a time waster, but there's a lot of value that we can get out of this. We look back here a few pages. A few years ago, Time magazine named you, the person of the year. This is really our generation using the internet. This is my timeline, my life put out there, and I encourage each of us to do it. Why? Because it's fun. The gain doesn't have to be financial. It may be soul food. It may be a lot of great value, and there's a lot of potential with it. In just a moment, because we're going to jump ahead a little bit to a few additional slides, and I'm going to jump just a moment. I think it's important for us to realize that we're going to be careful of the connection, this connection caution, and this is really where the whole talk kind of takes a turn, that we can be overwhelmed, the dangers of becoming too dependent on technology. We want a good pace, but we also want peace. So let us keep everything in balance. And it's important that we have some time-saving strategies that our friend Joaquim de Posada, everyone here, Joaquim he speaks about don't eat the marshmallow. Put aside things that you want to do now. That delayed gratification is essential to achieving success in life. How do we do this? We get away from technology. We read a book. We shut down at sunset. We live our lives with our eyes open. This is an ant pile that I saw here that just the other day, I was walking by, I said, that looks like a pair of lips. And so I stopped and took a photo of it. I said, that's pretty neat. Just slowing down every once in a while, avoiding the rush and remembering the importance of stillness. And so we wrap up with the importance of balancing technology and living. One of the most popular self-help books out there in recent years is called The Secret. The book does a great job of explaining the law of attraction and how our thoughts affect our outcome. That physical and emotional responses are in direct result to how we think. It's simply cause and effect. What we believe, we achieve. Or, my attitude controls my reality. This seminar didn't just happen. You didn't just wind up being here. You didn't just wind up starting a business or a teddy bear thing. Sorry if I call it. We have to come together, put these ideas out there to say, I want this to happen. We want this to happen. And it happens in part by attitude and having an abundant thought and relying on technology to put it all together. So there's got to be that balance. We need to live from a center of integrity, living from our highest ideals, our values and ethics to create a whole and complete life. Connect with others. Find the right books, the right teachers, the great spiritual leaders out there. Christ, Buddha, Muhammad, the Dalai Lama, they are still applicable in today's day and age of busy times, and easier to access than ever, thanks to technology. These messages and their messages are simple and pure, and it's easier and simple than ever to access. And we must walk a fine line between humanity and humility. Find a life coach to help us get balanced and stay balanced. John might be a great guy to speak with. There are a lot of other great coaches out there. And we just wrap it up with this quote from Theodore Roosevelt that says, do what you can with what you have where you are. It's that simple. It's that straightforward. I thank you so much for being here. I hope we've learned a lot. We've been inspired. Go forth and make it happen. Thank you. I'm going to get some feedback here. I'm going to turn it over to Manny. These are some of the points that I wanted to say. As I said, this is my first time. I'm going to open it up for questions and answers. Certainly. Hi. What?
I just have one feedback for you. I think the seminar is great, very well done. You have repeated for me. But from my understanding in the marketing field, I would suggest you, don't get me wrong, okay? At the very beginning, you as the lights are so beautiful, so graphic, that we take our attention from you and look at it.
At the graphics rather than me.
It's like when you go to a lot of crazy show, they have the product, they put this drop that gorgeous girl. You don't look at the product, you look at the girl. What you did is wonderful. It's right in the very beginning. It's colorful.
The very beginning, right.
The very beginning. You know, the message, because it's so beautiful, so many details. Very.
This type of stuff.
No, not that one.
Or,
The colorful one.
well, stuff like this, or even more.
Go.
Let me.
We have a beautiful
Right.
slides.
Right.
Not that one.
Well, that was further on, but right.
Okay.
Well, some of these started getting very
Yeah.
complex, right?
You see all this technology.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is true. The message is powerful, but the slide is so beautiful that you say, "Oh, let me see this." So when you look at the slide, we take the attention from you, including the slide, and
Is it moving too fast of a presentation?
no, for me it's good. I said to you, I'm very peak on this, okay? And I'm a multitask guy. I can look at the slide, but I can't hear you. But I have to be careful not to lose your message, because if I say, hey, if it happens to me, what about others? I'm not talking about this on my behalf. I'm talking about the slide, because this happens a lot.
Right.
So the graphic, what you're saying is the graphics are distracting from him.
Yeah, that's so powerful, beautiful.
Okay.
That's what he's marketing.
No, I know.
Is it-
In this case,
Is it easier? Do you think it would have been better if I had stood back here next to the graphic?
no, I would say that. No, you can't look like this. I would say like a 5 or 4, 5, 6 slides. You're gonna see when you go. You're gonna see all the graphics, beautiful, a lot of things, you know.
Right.
That's all of this, man. Congrats. Hats off.
Thank you. You think it's got universal appeal? You think it's...
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, I'm a professional presenter. That's what I do. I've done it forever. I've always done it.
Okay, I'm sorry that I go. Okay.
Well, thank you for being here. We'll do it again.
Richard.
It depends on what you're selling.
Thank you. Yes.
It depends on what you're selling. My only suggestion was going to be, make sure you go over it enough that you're not reading it so much, because I can tell you're reading too much. But as a presenter, I was ready to hire you, and I've done this forever, because that flash is what keeps the audience and what they like now. And I'm telling you, like, I know what I'm talking about. So it depends on what you're marketing. You're marketing yourself for people like me to hire you to take ours to another level.
Right.
I would hire you because the flash, and I know how to do a PowerPoint, but all that flash you have, I don't have that down. So if you're marketing yourself for that, you're doing a great job. I'm ready to hire you. That was great.
Well, this is a whole different talk from what we spoke on last time and what my traditional programs have been on, which is how to design good presentations.
And that's one of the things you're selling, right?
This is the first time, and I knew I was reading a lot of it. There's a lot of stuff in there. That really went a whole hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you were more relaxed last time, obviously, and I understand. I can relate to what you do. It's a brand new presentation, so you're still
I
trying
cut
to
out
learn.
probably about 20 slides. We jumped out of it.
Well, I have the same thing. I have an 8-hour class. I did the intro in an hour and a half. And I've been asked to do it in 30 minutes, so I can relate to it.
Were those, I'm sorry, let me ask this question. Was that Kevin 7 up at the beginning, the touch typing, the double screens? Several people have pointed out that's rather elementary and not as necessary and almost too lengthy.
I think they're great tips. I think it's what makes you it's what's made you more effective, right?
I guess so.
I see it.
They hunt that very fast.
I see it. I see it as good.
Sure.
I have one request. Would you like to have these offered in Spanish too? Because I would love to help you, support you, and of course recognize your job.
There are a lot of opportunities, and just on a business point, since we first met and we started speaking, I'm looking to shift presentation team from just being a presentation design company to almost being a speakers bureau and trying to get other speakers and other folks who consult, who keynote, talk on that. And sure, there's I think enormous appeal about this. I'm looking, I think, for a little bit of concern about intellectual property, copyright concerns. I think this has a lot more stealability than my presentation talk. And several have said, Kevin, don't even talk about it until it's signed, sealed, delivered.
I talk about that in classes, and I tell people don't worry about it.
Right. Sure. Thanks.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
Bueno.
I have a question about the knowledge.
Sure.
Do you recommend any specific website to save your document, or do you save everything in your own days?
That's a good
hard
question.
drives?
I use Google Docs a lot. Google Docs has become real popular. I think Manny may have been the first one to really cue me into that. I
It's
think
like an archive.
I think an archive, but at the same time, you're gonna get everything saved more rapidly and efficiently on your local computer. But there are tools that will allow you to sync your computer with Google, so you're away. I think cloud computing is the big talk, that everyone's saving it locally and then it gets uploaded to Google Docs or other systems.
I've lost my work and data a couple of times.
Right.
But now I want to have it somewhere else. So that I
Yeah,
can
but
save.
even when you back up, people think these hard drives are the answer to everything.
Out of tape.
So they carry the hard drive and they carry it, here, and they drop it, and your data's lost. You have to have multiple backups, and you have to have backups away from your computer.
That's what I want.
So you have to have a backup that you have with you if you want, and a backup outside of your office or away from your
And
computer.
carry a portable hard drive with you. I mean,
But they're very fragile, those portable. I'll tell you. I tell everybody those.
That's what I'm
fragile.
saying. So if I have a website like Google Docs, I can save some.
It works,
information.
and we use Google Docs. We have a class that's Google Tools, Tricks, and Tricks and Tips, and we look at all the Google Docs, all the Google products. We have plenty of products, and Google Docs is amazing. Even presentations, you can share presentations. If Kevin could